Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short, little unboxing video to share with you guys. This was sent to me by DLT Trading. They actually reached out and said, do you want to check this out? We think that this is interesting. And I said, absolutely, because this is something that I was actually eyeing for myself. So that worked out. I have never handled this before, but I'm really excited because it looks awesome. Thanks so much to DLT Trading for sending this in. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. And yes, this is available. You guys can check it out. I'll have it linked in the description of this video. Open this up. Hopefully it's got the name on it. I'm sure it does. So we have something from Defiant 7, which I've only looked at this brand just like once before. Defiant 7, it says overkill is underrated. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy out of the box. It is, well, I have to wait and get this opened up so that I know for sure. I bet this is, it's just exactly, so my computer's going off. Oh yeah, this is pretty much exactly the size that I thought this knife was. This might, look at that pommel back there. Wow. So this is not the rubberized, not exactly the same rubberized stuff that was like, I had an old K-bar. Let's get this, there we go. Oh God, that is good looking. Look at that. Look at that, man. So I'm not primarily a fixed blade guy. I have a lot of fixed blades almost on accident. It is rare that I will buy a fixed blade or even want to buy a fixed blade. It is even rarer that I need a reason to use a fixed blade, certainly not for combat. I'm going to go ahead and say that this is more of a combat fixed blade. Made in the USA, and it's 3V steel. That is extremely cool. My goodness. This is going to replace the knife that's currently in my truck. I just think this is way too cool. I love the design of it. Mainly the guard here. I think that is so awesome. Somebody's going to have to help me out and explain why there would be a hole here. Maybe to attach it to something. I'm not really sure. This looks like a strike pommel. Right? I mean, for, like, again, for combat reasons. The reason I went with this blade style is because it reminds me of the back of the Umnumzon that has, like, that double, you know, double dip or double notch or whatever. That's what it makes me think of. There's another version of it that does not have that. I just think this is the better version. Normally, I like a straight handle with no swell. I don't consider this swell to be extremely aggressive. Like, I think a lot of knives, a lot of fixed blades, the awkward palm swell really throws off the aesthetic of the knife. And, you know, the obvious response to that is, who cares? It's functional. It's meant to serve as an assistance in, you know, grip and security of grip and all of that. You would, you know, prefer that in an actual combat scenario. And you're probably right. I don't see myself getting into too many combat scenarios, right? I mean, who knows? You can't predict everything. I am more of a design reviewer, so and obviously just like anybody else, I have my preferences. So I prefer a straighter handle, like with the Dion Nell Custom that I had made. And a lot of my other favorite fixed blades are very similar, right? But I can understand why you would need a swell. And this one does, you know, like aesthetically, I don't think it's bad at all. Now, what the heck is this material? It feels hard. I'm not sure if it's plastic or what. I mean, it's got a seam, so I don't know. And there's nothing on the box that would indicate, right? So I don't know. It doesn't feel like what I thought Kraton feels like, but maybe I'm wrong about that. I'm not really sure. It does feel very grippy. I mean, the grip on this is extremely secure. There's also some little, it's like jimping back here. So I guess the idea is that you would use this to, like, you know, it was like a bracing point for your thumb. Pretty cool. I love the fact that there's a ton of room on the handle. Nothing drives me more insane than when on a fixed blade than when you have literally any blade length. I don't care what blade length it is, but you're either squished into just barely enough room, right? Or it's a 3-finger grip. On a fixed blade, I always want a 4-finger grip. Now, you could say, well, that depends on your hand size. A 3-finger grip for you could be a 4-finger grip for somebody who has smaller hands than you. I have fairly common adult male-sized hands. I wear an XL glove. I would say large to XL is right there in the most common range of hand size for an adult male. I think somebody who wears 2XL is still going to be comfortable in this, and perhaps only somebody who has 3XL or beyond hands is going to end up not being able to comfortably grip this. So most people are going to be able to comfortably grip it. I really like how this looks. Overall length, let's see. Coming in at 11 to the back of the black part. If you want to go all the way to the strike pommel, which is what I'm going to call it, 11 1/8. The blade length here is exactly 6 inches, and your cutting edge is 5 1/4. Let's get a piece of paper. This is obviously something my wife does not care about. She has written, what has she written on here? Chicken, bacon, ranch, pasta. She's written down a bunch of different things she wants to make. Well, she clearly doesn't need that anymore. Oh boy, that's got a nice slicey factory edge. Woo, boy. Very nice edge on that. My goodness, that is sharp. So 3V advantages on a fixed blade. Ridiculously tough. I do not know what the tang of this knife looks like. So, well, can we actually get in there through the tang? Or through the, does this allow you to like take it apart? No. I don't know how thick the tang is here. I don't know how much. I mean, you can see right there. There you go. You can see. So the tang is like 70% the thickness of this base part right here. And probably, ideally, would be the same all the way down. So this is a fixed blade that's obviously not going to be as, tough as something where the tang runs all the way out to the outside or is nearly as thick as the entire blade. But a 3V fixed blade with even a thinner tang is going to be extremely tough and versatile. Obviously not the most ideal camp knife. It's not really good for batoning or anything like that. But 3V will be super duper tough. So this thing can really be thrown around, right? But much more serving in the role of combat than as utility. In fact, almost exclusively as combat, right? So I don't know. Some people would call this like combat / survival. Combat with a hint, with a sprinkle of survival. I don't know. I think it's cool. Where'd the sheath go? Sheath is down. Sheath is gone. Sorry. There it is right there. So we have lots of different mounting options for this guy. Screws all over the place. And as far as in and out, I had a little trouble in the beginning. Let's try again. No, not hard at all. So that was just me. Did I slice into the sheath there? Maybe a little bit? Yeah, I did. And you know what? Oh, no, it was in my imagination. I was about to say I nicked it, but that obviously did not happen. I thought I caught it like right. It's just debris that was stuck on there. Okay, we're good. This is a really good looking knife. I like this a lot. Definitely going to keep this if that was their intention for me to keep it. It's going to be the new knife that's dedicated to my truck because I just think it's cool. That is going to be it today, guys. Link in the description for this knife. And I'll, of course, I will have added text to say, if you missed what it was, I will, there would have been text on the screen that goes back and says what it is, or you can just go down into the description and click the link there. But thank you so much to DLT Trading. This is awesome. It's actually nicer than I thought it was going to be, so that's very cool. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.